Simple. Go to your user menu, right? And try to search the user. Whatever we bring back here, right? So we bring one user that is in a Kevin's one, right? So what is this? Kevin's one user ID. Click here, right? So remove this filter. OK. If you remember, in our this Excel set for username, we had a field username here right in the left side. This is your system username, and I believe CN we are giving to username. Let me search it. OK, here this CN. Right, we are giving the username. So what is the CN of this user, Kevin's one, right? If I try to search this value, Kevin's one. OK, in my Saviynt. Type Kevin's one and search it. See the username. It is acting as your CN. OK, so this user came an email ID we mentioned to auto-generate, so that it is generating the email ID for you. OK. So this email ID generation, it doesn't happen that way. See, I mentioned to auto-generate the email ID. So I know it can take my first name last time. I was blank so that it take cabin dot. But what? What is about the domain name? Where it is getting the domain name right? That is a question. Why it is passive com? I should have my own domain right, because your username generation rule. There is a rule which you know. If you say, while import is happening, right? Let's say I am doing the import from HRM stable. Right. This is a my database to a Saviynt, right? While the import is happening, I am mentioning to generate the email for me. So, as we discussed, everything happen, based on a rule. So for us there is a email generation rule already created, where you can find it. Right, simple if you go to your global config. So go to your global configuration. OK. Here you will be finding the user email generation rule. OK, email ID, how it is generating. Generate email. So that thing, if I go to home somewhere, it will be here. See email generation rule. OK, it is there. If you edit it, OK. How it is doing this? Have a look this link, first time. Last name. OK. And again it is linked at the rate page of com. If first rule doesn't find or it is already exist. Then again how it will do right. Last name page of com. It will pick another theory or another logic, or it should use, like Last name are there to pay chef. OK, last name, then auto increase. It will do one like. So this is how it is generating. I will come to the email generation part as well. Right, I'll explain you in a very effective way. So don't worry, I'm just showing it right now how the email ID is generated, because of this email generation rule. Right. Which is already set up for us. That is why you saw auto-generate email load. So, as your last name is empty, simply it is using a dot and it is ignoring your last name. So in the other way, if I try to search any other user, right, go to CN. What is the CN copy this year? And come back to your and try to search here. You see this username in your real time. Actually, this username, right? It is always mapped to your sum account name. This sum account. This sum account name. It always matches to your username or system vision. So basically this username, right, whenever we search any attribute. Right, simple. If you type any value to use to come but your username at most of the valuable, unique attribute in your CV. That is why this username always we match or we map with your sum account. So this is how you are going to bring back your user or onboard your user to Saviynt from Active Directory. So simply, you can pass more attribute right if you want to accommodate it right. That thing also, you can do it here. Okay. So that is also possible. Okay, so this is your user import. Okay.